West Australians will receive payments of thousands of dollars if they temporarily move to the regions to help with this year's harvest. The campaign comes after growers expressed fears they wouldn't have enough seasonal workers without the usual influx of international backpackers.
18-year-old Spencer Jarvis is packing up his life, preparing to move from Perth to the wheat belt to take up a new job in Corrigan.
With COVID, it's really hard to get a job here. It's really hard to secure permanent work. And I've got family out there, so I just thought it'd be nice to get away from the city.
And with a new incentive scheme on the table, the government is hoping plenty of young West Australians will follow his lead.
We want West Australians to become backpackers for the next 3 months.
The scheme is directly targeted at temporary agricultural work for this year's fruit picking and grain harvest season. From later this month, eligible workers who move to the regions will be able to claim a $40 per night accommodation allowance. That'll run for up to 12 weeks, meaning anyone who spends 3 months in the country will receive more than $3,000. There'll also be payments of between $150 and $500 to help cover relocation expenses.
If we're paying accommodation and travel on top of that, it's an opportunity for people to have an adventure.
With no backpackers arriving due to the pandemic, the move comes in response to industry fears that there'll be a shortage of workers to harvest crops and pick fruit and vegetables.
But critics say incentives also should have been offered to other industries which need workers, such as the hospitality sector. And there's warnings the assistance won't be enough to avoid food being left to rot.
This has been botched by the government, all too little, too late.
While the government wants workers to head to the regions, there's also renewed efforts to get people into the city.
In Perth, on Wajak Nunga Buja.
A $500,000 marketing campaign will promote holidaying in Perth hotels.
It's a fantastic opportunity for people to peer out over the back fence and to look at Perth in a different way they've never seen it before.
City hotels have been battered by the pandemic, with some less than 10% full. Kagi, ABC News.